How do you respond in the face of adversity? More often than not, it can be extremely difficult to stay calm, be chill, or even optimistic when things aren't going exactly the way you planned. Today, we're taking a look back on our conversation with Courtney Smith. Courtney is the founder and CEO of the Detroit Phoenix Center, a youth social service organization providing critical resources and a nurturing environment for high risk and homeless youth in the city of Detroit. Courtney's story is so inspiring because she spends every day making a positive impact on so many young people's lives. This is my Dream Big Club, and she definitely dreams big for both herself and others by embracing the mentality that anybody can thrive when they're just giving a fair shot. Courtney also spoke with us about keeping things in perspective. She preaches the importance of maintaining your hope and positivity whenever you encounter obstacles by always believing in yourself and in your potential. It's a fact. We all stumble and fall. But instead of letting that pain cripple us, Courtney believes in channeling that pain to become better overall versions of ourselves. All right, let's hear it from Courtney.
So I met, a young man who was sleeping at Starbucks, who was hanging out at Starbucks at the time. He was in a group of young people who, they weren't just making the right decisions. But one day they were getting kicked out of Starbucks and they didn't have anywhere to go. So I contacted the manager, the corporate office. I made a Facebook status and it went viral. And so the corporate manager reached out to me because basically I was like, they're discriminating against these young people who are hanging out here at Starbucks. So I was able to connect with the store manager who wanted to know what was going on. To make a long story short, the store manager ended up hiring this young person to work for Starbucks. And we were working together when the youth on the street were coming into Starbucks. We would, collaborate as a community to be able to support. So then the manager ended up hiring 2 of the youth that we serviced. Eventually, both of those young people graduated from high school. We were able to see them through graduation, prom, and they're in college right now. It's a testament of their own resilience. And when given an opportunity, our young people can thrive. And then I will also say, just, look at where you are uniquely positioned and to be able to serve in your own community. So it may not be, as you're quarantined, it may not be being able to go out and serve at a local nonprofit, but, give your monies to things that matter, right? So your local charity of choice, or perhaps, ordering from a restaurant during takeout. Seeing if the neighbor next door to you is in need of hand sanitizer. Just little simple things that we can do, not hoard supplies. If you're going to get food, get just enough that you and your family needs. Just consider the next person in this crisis, because we still have a responsibility to care for our community. And I am a firm believer that we should definitely always tell the truth, even when our voice is shaking. And I know that directly conflicts with me being an introvert, but I think one of the powers of that introverts have is something that has carried me through, is that oftentimes before I speak, I'm thinking and I'm strategizing. So I remain silent for some time, and then I'm writing it down, and I'm processing everything. And I think that's one of the strengths that systems approach that has carried me through, but keeping the perspective of faith and leaning into the light, because the light brings hope. And I always remember during my times of adversity is that hope can't fail. So while everything around me seems to shatter, that hope just kept me going. Having a village is super important. Is being around people that's going to elevate you, and people that you trust. There's no way that I could have gotten through the things that I got through by myself. This great pain that I was feeling, I allowed it to move me in a way that I had never been moved before. Something that I always say is that deep-seated pain can either cripple us or move us to show up in the world as better versions of ourselves. And we're seeing that even right now with the crisis that we're experiencing. And it's super important, especially now, for us to pick up the phone to call someone, to FaceTime, even though we physically can't be in community with each other, leverage our technology that we have, have those intentional and hard and uncomfortable conversations.
To see the full episode and some of our latest content, be sure to check out our YouTube channel, found on the link below.
So dream big is key to making sure that this world is a better place.
If you're interested in personal growth, this is where it happens. If you're interested in a diverse group of people, we all are looking to add value in each other's life. That's what makes this work.